So knees together, big toes touch. Sit your hips back to your heels. Stretch your arms straight out in front of you. And take a moment, press the floor down and forward. And reach your tail towards your heels, moving the low frontal ribs back towards the back body. And then keeping that full breaths in and out, walk your fingertips forward, elongating the sides of your body. Full breaths in and out. Inhale and come onto your hands and knees. And exhale, round your back, cat pose. Take a few of these, slower than usual. Inhale and pause, softening mindfully between your shoulder blades. Exhale, push down and forward isometrically with your hands. Curl your chin into your collarbones. One more time like that, slow and easy. Broaden collarbones. You might experiment with pulling the hands isometrically back and apart this time. Exhale, last time like this. Curl deeply in. And come back to neutral. Stretch your left leg back and your right arm forward. Elongate through both ends of your body, and at the same time, from your fingertips and your foot, plug the major bone back into the core of your body. Take 2 more breaths, settling into the heart of silence within you. And then place your right hand down, cross your left foot over your right calf. So you'll set your left foot down on the right. Look over your right shoulder. Relax and breathe. Often here, I'll kind of just very gently tug my left hip to the left, just to get a little more opening. Use your breath to keep this shorter side longer. Elongate again. Come back to center, lift your left leg up, and I'm going to turn my back to you for a moment. Swing your right shin to the right, stack your left hip on top of your right hip, and take your left arm to the sky. Now, reach your right arm towards the front of your room, and if you're comfortable, you can release your right ear to your right shoulder. Place your back foot on the ground. Press into your hand, your right hand, and come upright. Take gate pose. So back hand, back leg, right arm up and over your ear. Breathe attention through the outer right knee, up the side of your outer hip, the side of your body, and through the fingernails of your right hand. Slowly come back to this modified side plank. So right hand on the ground, left leg up again. Bend your left knee, bringing your heel towards your buttock, and reach your left hand back to hold your foot. Now, keep elongating your trunk, pulling your sternum away from your hips. Kick your foot into your hand, elongating as if you could elongate the thigh bone through the knee away from your body. All right, slowly release. Come the whole way around, step forward with your left foot. Come onto your fingertips and listen for breath. Just soften and listen. And then on your exhale, you might scoot the right knee back a little, straighten your front leg. The right hip will be over the right knee and the left leg straight. Pull your toes towards your shin. And then look at your toes and spread all 5 of them, wiggle them around. Now keep your hips where they are and try to point your foot towards the floor. Full breath. Relax inside. Pull your toes back towards you. Squeeze the left hip crease back. And then bend your front knee. Come into plank position, top of a push-up. Now I want to remind you, of course, that all push-ups, all plank positions can be skipped all together. They can be modified. You can come onto knees or one knee down, one knee up, okay? Fully breathing, the shoulders slightly forward of your wrists, legs completely strong and straight. And then lower your knees. Just take a moment, press your hips back, child's pose. Just take one full breath in and out here. Relax your neck. Inhale, come forward into cobra pose. And please, if you will, just hold cobra for a moment. So it's a low cobra. All 10 toenails press into the earth, the legs so active that the kneecaps lift. Broaden across your collarbones. And then slowly release, press back to hands and knees. In stillness, connect inside again. So just take a moment. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Now lift your left leg. That's the wrong one. Lift your right leg and your left arm. Same thing, the low frontal ribs, move them back and in towards your body. That's my other dog. Elongate. Continue with your breath. It's okay. And then place your left hand on the ground and cross your right leg over your left leg, like a kickstand. Look over your left hip or left shoulder. Breathe in and out. Use your breath to experience the whole right side of your body. That's good, boy. All right. Back to right leg in the air. Swing your left shin to the left, standing on your left hand, right arm and right leg in the air. Push down with your left hand, stretch up through your right hand. Full breaths. Now reach your right arm up and over your ear. If it feels comfortable for you, release your left ear to your left shoulder. And then place your right foot on the ground, come up as we prepare for Parigasana or gate pose. And then place your hand down, your right hand on your right leg, left arm up and over your ear. Breathe in and out. Soften the front of your throat. Check that the right inner knee is active. All right, here we go. Back to modified side plank. Right leg in the air again. Then just bring your right heel towards your right buttock, right hand to your foot. We want the flesh, the muscle of the right shoulder to draw back. Pull your sternum towards the wall that your head is facing. And then kick your foot back, meeting its opposition with your hand. Full breaths. Elongate through your tail, elongate through your thigh bone. And then slowly release. Swing your left shin back around and step forward with your right foot. Frame your foot with your hands and just pause on your fingertips. Breathe. Now shift your hips back, straightening your front leg, left hip over left knee. Spread your toes. Without hyperextending your right knee, press your thigh bone strongly towards the earth, lifting the muscles around the kneecap. Now, keeping that, point your foot forward. All of this while squeezing your right outer hip back. All right, and then bend your front knee. Okay, here we go. 2 times. Step back to plank position. This time in plank position, keep both hands on the ground. The feet are really about as wide apart as where the thumbs are. That's a good rule for down dog too. Now, keep the feet apart. Turn both heels to the left, both hands on the ground. Now do the same thing on the other side. Come up, both heels to the right. Push down strongly through your hands. Stay connected to the inner quiet with your breath. And then here we go back to center. Lower the whole way to your abdomen. Stretch your legs out, reach your hands behind you, clasp palm to palm, so fingers woven together. Lift everything that will lift. The inner thighs reach skyward. The soles of the foot face skyward. The outer hips compact down and towards one another at your belly button. That's a lot to think about. Okay, slowly release. Take a breath in and out, and please take a moment not only to connect with the quiet, but note a beauty in your life today. Now push back up to hands and knees, plank. Go to downward facing dog. In downward dog, bend both knees strongly. With the arms strong and straight, straighten only your right leg, but keep your hips even. Reach strongly down and back with the right inner and outer heel, and then switch sides. So left leg straight, right knee bent. The neck long and relaxed. Breath smooth and even. Now both knees bent, look forward, take a walk or a hop to the front of your mat. For the first one, feet are about outer hip distance apart. Bend your knees softly, hold opposite elbows, hang your skull to the earth. Let the spine lengthen. So as you take this posture, it's fine if you straighten your legs, if you have the hamstring flexibility to do so, but we want to create a place where the spine can just hang and gravity can just gently pull the skull earthward. Relax and breathe. Release bring your hands to your hips, lift your elbows, shoulders, and chin, stand up. Step your feet together, stretch your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Again, please take a moment in gratitude for your life. Release your hands by your sides, stretch your arms to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward, empty of breath. Come up halfway, look forward, and step back, top of a push-up. Take a breath in. You're welcome to skip these or lower to your knees. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, bhujangasana, cobra pose, or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a full breath in. And just as complete, breath out. Full inhale, roll inner shoulders away from your ears, full exhale. Press into the pointer finger mound and the thumb mound. Inhale, lift heels, bend knees. Exhale, hop or walk forward, come up halfway, look forward. Exhale, fold in, rise up to standing. Now stay with the flow. Exhale, fold. Take a breath in, look forward. Step back with the other leg, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Complete emptying. Let go of worry, any distractions. One more big breath cycle. In, feel your lungs expand. Exhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, walk or hop forward, come up halfway, look forward. Fold deeply in, rise up to standing. Exhale, fold forward. We'll add on from here. Come up halfway, look forward again. Take chaturanga or not, upward dog, cobra. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg, please keep your hips even. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Keep your left knee high, stretch arms to the sky. Hold opposite elbows. Now with the neck long, so in other words, the head may want to push forward, press your head gently back against the forearms. Pull against your elbows. So pull your hands against your elbows. Draw the inner shoulder blades gently in and down towards the spine. Lift the base of the heart skyward. Slowly release your hands. Place both hands on the ground and please take standing L. So kind of a prep for between warrior 3 and standing split. So work to get the left leg even with the left hip. Squeeze the right hip back and in towards the midline of your body. Bring your feet together. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. If you want to skip chaturanga, guess what? Just go to down dog. That's an awesome option. Take upward dog or cobra. From downward facing dog, lift your left leg. Keep your hips even. On your out breath, step forward with your left foot, arms to the sky. Settle in, the back leg strong and straight. Now hold opposite elbows. You might try the kind of second favorite way. It's not too confusing. Wrap the inner shoulder blades towards your spine. Push your elbows into hands, hands into elbows. A sense of lifting through your trunk. All right, slowly fold forward. Frame your front foot. Standing L. Now it's easy to put extra weight on the left hip, the standing leg hip. So resist that urge. Squeeze the hip up and back off the femur, off the side bone. Okay, place your feet together. Come up halfway, look forward. Fold in. Rise up to standing. Recalling the quiet place within you, bring your hands together at your heart. Enjoy a breath in. Exhale, release. Now take Utkatasana, chair pose. Inner feet together, inner knees together. Take a full breath in. On your exhale, fold forward, straighten your legs. Come up halfway and look forward. If you'd like, chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Step forward with your right foot. Turn your back foot to 60-degree angle. Virabhadrasana 1 pose, warrior 1 pose. Full breath in. Hands can touch above your head if that's comfortable for you. Now exhale, fold forward, lift your back heel. Straighten your front leg. Lift your right arm to the sky. Squeeze the right outer hip back. For now, the back heel is lifted. Try to square the chest to the wall that you're facing. Okay, fold forward, bend your front knee, chaturanga. Upward dog, cobra. Downward facing dog. Okay, other side, left leg up. Step forward with your left foot, Virabhadrasana 1 pose. Now, remember in Vira, obviously the front leg is loaded. Firm this back leg. It can go to sleep, okay? Lift the back inner arch on the left foot. Arms up, hands can come together. You can look up if that's part of your practice. Fully breathe in, everybody. Elongate from the floor of your pelvis up. Now, lift your back heel, place your right hand on the ground, straighten your left leg, and then twist, lifting your left arm. Elongate your body, press back through your right heel, squeeze and push your left hip crease back, pull your sternum away from your pelvis. All righty, both hands down, step back, chaturanga. Upward dog, cobra. Downward facing dog. Okay, enjoy breath. Full inhale. Fully exhale. Create more space between your hip creases and your wrist creases. One more. Breath in. Empty of breath. Empty of inner tension. Walk or hop front of your mat. Come up halfway and look forward. Fold in. Bend your knees, Utkatasana. Press into your feet, stand up, hands to your heart. Please take one full breath cycle here. Release your hands and release any storyline you have going on. Okay, right here, right now. Stretch your arms up, Utkatasana pose. One breath in, exhale, fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, chaturanga or not. Upward dog cobra. Downward dog, lift your right leg. Big breath in. Exhale, one breath. Virabhadrasana, one pose. On your out breath, fold forward. Step your back foot about a foot in. Straighten your front leg. So this time we're keeping the back heel grounded. Squeeze the right hip back. Push your back thigh bone back. Pull your sternum forward. Now rotate. Right arm to the sky. Push into your legs. Push down and apart through your feet. Full breaths in. Full breaths out. Now both hands on the ground. Lift your back heel, standing split. Step to the front of your mat. So some of you will have blocks under your hands, soup cans, whatever you got at home. Some of you will have both feet on the floor. Both hands on the floor. And some of you will wrap your right hand around your right at the base of your calf. Elongate your trunk. All right, everybody, bring your feet together. You got it, chair pose. Take a breath in. You just knew that was gonna happen, didn't you? Exhale, fold forward. Come up halfway, look forward. Step or jump, chaturanga. If you'd like to skip chaturanga, you can take puppy dog. You can take child's pose, upward dog cobra. And then we'll join together, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg, breathe in. Step forward with your left foot. Virabhadrasana 1, back foot 60-degree angle. Big breath. Exhale, fold forward. Step your back foot a foot in. Turn your back, or straighten your front leg. Pull sternum forward. Push down and apart through your feet. Rotate, left arm to the sky. No need to super crank the neck. Careful not to overdo it. All right, both hands on the ground. Here we go. Standing split. Upsy daisy. So if you'd like, you can wrap your left hand around the back of your ankle, right around your Achilles. Let gravity pull your skull towards the top of your foot. Keep squeezing the left outer hip back and into the right. And then bring your feet together, chair pose. Take a breath in. Exhale, stand up, hands to your heart. Please just rest here and breathe. Another breath in and out. Now release your hands to your sides. Turn to the long end of your mat. The degree of, in terms of how wide you step your feet apart will depend on hamstring flexibility. I keep mine fairly close because my hamstrings are just a more flexible part of my body. We'll see as you go forward. So inner feet parallel, hands at your hips. Push down with your hands to press the bones of your legs down and lift, elongate through your torso. Squeeze your elbows back, squeeze your shoulders back. Lift, 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 and then on your exhale, fold forward. I'd like your back to be concave. If it's rounded, please walk your hands down your legs, okay? When you reach the floor, hands on blocks or underneath your shoulders. Make your legs firm and strong, especially lift around the inner knee, and then fold the whole way forward. So when you fold forward, the head may touch the floor. That's kind of where we're aiming for. If you're like, girl, my head is like 2 feet away from the floor, it's not a problem at all. You can have your hands on things. You could build something up so that you could rest your head on some blocks. Some people also find that just taking the feet wider apart allows them to get the head to the earth. Breathe long and slow. Hold your outer ankles If you can't reach them, just put your hands to the insides of the ankles. Now, bend your right knee a bit. And then switch directions, bend your left knee a bit. Allow your neck to relax. Now, go back to center. Place your left hand on your right ankle. Take your right arm to the sky. Bend your right leg, bend your left elbow. Rotate your sternum skyward. If you like, wrap your right arm behind your waistline. You can relax your neck. Breathe in and out. Slowly release. We'll go to the other side. Right hand, left outer ankle. Bend your left knee, bend your right elbow, left arm to the sky. If you'd like to take your hand behind your waistline, please do. Full breaths. All right, slowly come back to center. Bring your hands to your hips, pause. Lift your elbows and shoulders, come up halfway. Push down through your legs, come the whole way up. Turn your heels in and your toes out for goddess pose. As you listen for breath, stretch your arms above your head. If that's too much for your low back, keep your hands on your hips. Now, if you'd like to modify what I'm about to show you, the right forearm will press into the right inner knee, the left arm will come up, okay? If you'd like to do a little more rigor, the right arm will not touch the inner leg. You'll reach down and hold. The core and the legs will be holding. Come back up. Take a moment, lift the floor of your pelvis in your navel center, go the other way. So it's totally fine if you press your arm against your leg, widening the knee. Come up. One more time each side. Down, empty your breath, come up. Inhale down, empty your breath, come up. Straighten your legs. All right, step to the front of your mat. Oh, my friends, there is so much available to us. Let me check the time. Okay, hands together at your heart. Breathe in and out. And let's begin. Bend your knees, Utkatasana, with great joy. Fold forward, empty of breath. Come up halfway, check your stories, people. Exhale, Chaturanga. If you're following a storyline, come back here. Breathe in and out. Straighten your arms, upward dog or cobra. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Step forward with your right foot. Virabhadrasana, one pose, one breath. Fold forward, straighten your front leg, step your back foot in a bit. Parivrita Trikonasana. This time you can be more formal. If you'd like to take the left hand to the outside of the right foot, feel free to. But if the shoulders aren't stacking, I prefer that you take your hand to the inside of the foot or maybe even on a block, because the first aim, I think, is getting the right hip back and the shoulders squared. Okay, here we go. Hands down, standing split. And now from standing split, slow and easy, a little bend of the right leg. Bring your right hand forward and out to the right, and then stack your hips, transition to half moon pose. Begin to straighten your right leg again. If you'd like to lift your left arm up, that's great. And if you'd like to look up at your left arm, that's great. Now, begin to lift your right hand off the floor, bend your right leg, and step back, warrior two pose. Stretch your arms out. Clasp your hands behind your back. Firm your back leg. Straighten your arms, wrap your shoulders back. Widen your right inner knee so you can see your right big toe. One more breath. Release your hands, take your left hand down your back thigh. Reverse warrior. Now we're gonna get crazy, y'all. Straighten your front leg, reverse Trikonasana. And finally, keeping your legs straight, arms up to the air, turn all 10 toes to your left. Take goddess pose, arms out at your sides. And then pivot on your back heel, face the front of the new front of your mat, which is the back of your mat, And step your left foot back, chaturanga. This is so exciting, isn't it? Upward dog cobra, downward dog. Okay, inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step forward, plant your back heel, Virabhadrasana 1, one breath. Exhale, fold forward, Parivrita Trikonasana. Back foot steps in a little. If you're having trouble balancing, you're welcome to take the feet wider apart, right to left. I like to push back and down through my feet, forward and down with my front foot. Stretch the sternum forward and then big rotation. All right, now frame your front foot with your hands, lift your back heel, kick off your back heel, standing split. Work the right inner thigh to the sky. Bend your left knee, place your left hand about 6 to 8 inches up and off to the left of the left foot. Stack your hips, the right leg firm and strong, left leg strong and straight. Right arm to the sky, perhaps you turn your gaze towards the top hand. Now begin to bend your left knee, lift your left hand, step back, warrior two pose. Clasp your hands, perhaps you remember the non-dominant way. Try that out. Firm the back inseam, make it strong. Pull your sternum away from your hips and now release the clasp. Back hand, down back leg, reverse warrior. Now straighten your front leg, reverse Trikonasana. Now come upright, both legs straight. Turn all 10 toes to the left, arms to the sky, and then goddess pose. Heels in, toes out a bit. Finally, turn to the front of your mat. So now we're back to the real front. Right foot is in front. Fold forward, take plank pose. Now, lucky you. Keep your hips even. Lower to your right forearm, lower to your left forearm. Now, keeping your hips even, push your right hand on the ground and then left hand back to top of a push-up. We just have one more time. Left forearm, see, you're so lucky you have two arms. Right forearm down, left hand down, right hand down. Lower to your abdomen and take a rest. Breathe fully in and out. All right, everybody, lift your right leg. Extend your right leg long and strong away from your body. And then do the same thing with your left leg. Stretch, roll the inner thigh a little more skyward, place all 10 toes down. Come onto your forearms for Sphinx pose. Elbows directly under your shoulders. Elongate your torso. Press all 10 toenails into the earth. Now, bend your knees. Reach back, hold your outer ankles. Once you have your outer ankles, keep your thighs down. Kick your feet back, and that will pull your torso off the ground. Try to get your shins, imagine them perpendicular to the floor beneath you. Press back through your legs, make them strong and straight. Pull your sternum, not your chin forward. The back of the neck stays fairly long. One more breath. Slowly lower and rest. One more full breath in and out. Relax your body. All right, re-lengthen your legs. Take your right leg out, long and strong. Same thing with your left leg, long and strong. Sphinx pose. All right, the outer hips, reach them down towards the earth and in towards your navel center. Almost like a girdle, dare I say, what a bad word, but wrapping the outer hips around to the front of your body. All right, now slowly lower. Bend your knees, reach back for your feet. The inner thighs reach skyward. Lift your thighs off the earth this time. Kick your feet back. Pull your sternum forward. The inner knees may want to splay apart, so try to keep the knees pointing straight back. If you feel okay, rock on your tummy, forward and back. Now pause, lift the thigh bones one more time. Kick your feet back, pull your chest forward. Slowly lower down and release. Turn your head a different way than you've turned it before and rest. All right, slowly press up to hands and knees. Have a seat on your heels and just take a moment here. Settle in. Turn your attention to your breath. If you feel harried or need comfort, you can put your hands right at the center of your chest. Close your eyes if that's okay for you. Breathe in and out. Release your hands. Okay, come on to your bottom for a second. Pull your buttock flesh out from under you if you're like me and you have an ample bottom. And then take a moment, lift your chest, stretch your arms in front of you. Lift your right foot. If that feels okay, lift your left foot as well. If you prefer your feet on the ground, if it's a little too much strain on your low back, please put your feet down and or hands behind you, okay? All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Arms can be in front or even here if you'd like more challenge, biceps by your ears. We're gonna lower down or hands behind your head for Ardha Navasana and then come back up. Now, I'm gonna show you with hands behind me now. Go ahead and join me. We're gonna take 10 of these. So this is 2, because I'm sure you did that first one with me. 3, actually, I'm gonna keep my hands back here. This is plenty hard for me. 4, slow and easy. 5, rest when you need to. Look, feet can go down. 6, right? 7, one leg up. 8, other leg up. Use the modifications you need. Just 2 more. This is flying by. 1 more. Okay, sit back upright. Hands on your thighs, quiet inside. Okay, we're gonna take Ustrasana. So if you do not like camel pose, you are welcome to do something different. I'm actually gonna use the wall. I find that it's a lovely tool for this pose, and I happen to have a wall that you can see. So first I'm gonna slide Star over. Hey, sorry, buddy. He's good about just letting me pull him like, oh, funny. Okay. So if you have a wall that works for you, the good news is you don't have to do it this way. You know how to do camel pose. Okay, so you can curl your toes under if you want. The wall just gives you feedback. You can press your hips and thighs into the wall. So you know my deal with this camel pose thing. What I don't want to see is this. What I prefer is that we all keep working on this fluidity in the space of the heart chakra, the thoracic spine. We tend to get super tight there. So I'd rather you not go back if you're not able to bend so that your breasts more face skyward, okay? All right, so hands at your hips would be great. You could put fists right on either side of your sacrum. Fingers could be facing up. So let's just try it, toes curled under or not. Press the buttock flesh down a bit. Lift from the floor of your pelvis up through your navel. Okay, get good 2-3 inches longer in your spine. Press your pelvis and thighs against the wall. Begin to curl back. If you can hold your feet, that's great. If you're not holding your feet, honestly, I'm thrilled because I really like to see people respect the place in the pose that helps the energy, the prana, flow most optimally. When you feel like, okay, that's a good pose, have a seat on your heels. If you need to have something underneath you, like a block, please take it. Place your hands on your thighs and just quiet for a moment. You can close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Release the back line of your buttocks downward. Be aware of the breath moving into your abdomen, low lungs, middle lungs, collarbones, and then the breath following a path back down into the earth. Okay, take that very aware journey up and down. Once more. Alrighty, we're going to take one more of those. If you're like, thank you, I've had plenty. You're welcome to take restorative bridge or Vinyasa if you want to take full wheel. If you want to take Ustrasana at the wall, or I'll do one away from the wall too. That's great. All right, everybody. So just like we did in the wide leg forward fold, put your hands on your hips. Push the bones of your legs, the pelvis and legs down. Pull up out of that, okay? Draw shoulders and elbows back. Elongate your spine, and then as you start to curl back, the pelvis can start to push forward. Once you're in the pose, the pelvis has to press forward a bit, but keep widening the back inner thighs, back and apart wide. Pull your spine away, or pull your chest away from your pelvic bones. Full breaths. And as you're ready, come up. The head will be the last thing up. Have a seat on your heels. Just take a moment again, ground back down towards the earth. Buttock flesh reaches downward, thigh bones heavy into the earth. Breathing in and out. Have a seat on your bottom and take your, I'm going to show you my left leg first. Take your left leg forward. Bring your right knee out to the side. Now remember, in this pose, you could just put the sole of the right foot on the inseam of the left leg. Janu Shirsasana, this pose, the knee actually goes wider. The big toes they kind of come right to the top of the left inseam, and the sole of the foot is more facing skyward, so it's turned open quite a bit. Fingertips on either side of your front leg, and if you will, just lift the floor of your pelvis and low belly and turn your trunk over your left leg. Now press your left thigh bone deep into the earth. Pull your toes towards your shin. Take a breath in, elongate the sides of your front ribs. Now rotate and place your right hand on the outside of your left foot or leg. Bring your left hand to join, and look, arms stay straight. Elongate and lift your chin. As you exhale, I'm going to put my left hand on the floor and begin to fold and rotate to the left. Listen for your breath. Those of you holding your foot, if you have the space to, bend your elbows, open them wide. Everybody keep pressing the thigh deep down. Draw the shoulder blades away from your ears. Some of you, recall, will be seated upright, pressing the thigh bone down, and that is great work, okay? Okay, as you're ready, slowly rise up. I don't know if you can hear Star. He just made a puppy sound. He said, "Aww." Let's switch sides. Take a moment with both legs straight, full breath in and out. And then right leg will be forward. So here we go again. Left foot to the inseam of the right leg, or the knee can come open wider for those of you whose hips feel comfortable with that. Keep pressing the right thigh bone down. Now elongate your trunk. Inner support, lift from the floor of your pelvis. Rotate over your right thigh bone. Toes and knees face skyward. Full breath in. You can hold your foot if you've got that, or your leg. Lift your chest, concave in your back for a moment, and then stretch the sides of your ribs forward as you bend over the leg. I like the left hand to the outside of the right foot to begin. Press the thigh bone down. Pull your sternum and the crown of your head towards the top of your foot, just like we did in that standing forward fold where you held opposite elbows and the crown reached towards the tops of the foot. Same thing. Keep pressing your thigh down, rotate the trunk over the right thigh. If it feels comfortable for you and you can maintain the little twist, place your hands on either side of your foot. Keep pressing your thigh down. Lift your elbows, draw your shoulder blades away from your ears. Okay, slowly come up. All right, everybody, turn to the long end of your mat. We're gonna take Upavishta Konasana, this wide leg forward fold, one of my favorites. Remember, sometimes if your hamstrings are tight, you'll need blankets underneath you. That makes total sense, right? Knees and toes face skyward. Now listen, hands right behind your hips. Push into your hands. I don't know if you can tell because I'm wearing black, but you're gonna lift your pelvis off the ground and reach your inner thighs back more, and then place your buttocks down again, your pelvis down again. All right, press through both thigh bones. Spread the toes, pull the toes towards your shin. Keep active on both legs. Lift your arms up. Elongate through the central channel of your body. Turn to the right. Place your hands on either side of your right leg. Breathe in. Exhale, rotate over your leg. Walk your hands forward if that's in your capacity. No problem. I'd rather you not be rounded, okay? No problem if you stay upright, okay? Some of you will hold the outside of the right foot with your left hand. Some of you outer shin, outer thigh, it's all great work. Okay, listen for breath. Lift floor pelvis, tone navel center, so the whole abdomen kind of lifts up and twists more over the thigh bone. While keeping that, the left inner knee may want to turn down and in. Don't let it. We're very busy in this pose. Now, I'm going to be quiet. Allow yourself to be quieted by this pose. Inhale and come upright. Okay, just one more side. Take a moment, make your legs firm. Lift seat of floor of your pelvis. Rotate over your left leg. Remember, this right knee is going to want to turn in. Don't let it. Here we go. Lift your low belly. Rotate over the left thigh. Begin your fold forward. Some of you will hold the outer foot, outer shin, outer thigh. It's all good. Use your breath. Remember Ujjayi, that sweet tonal breath. Use your breath to soothe your nervous system and help you elongate through the spinal muscles along the side body. Inhale, come up. Take a moment, bring your feet together in Baddha Konasana. Just hands on ankles for a moment. And then we'll take Agni Stambhasana. Just stack your right shin on top of your left shin. Right knee joint on top of left ankle. Right ankle on top of left knee. Okay, the feet active, ankle active. We'll just be here for a few moments. Of course, if this is a problem for you, cross your ankle over your knee, okay? If you'd like to fold forward, that is fine. Settle your body down. So the inertia just, it's like, boom, just be right here. Inhale and come up. Bring the left heel closer towards the right buttock and cross the right leg the whole way, or put the whole way over the left thigh. Now place your right fingertips behind you. I bet you know what I'm going to say. Lift the floor of your pelvis. Lift your navel. Lift dynamically through the crown of your head and cross your arm or your hand over your right thigh. Now, low stress here. There's no like, go, go, go. Settle down. Let the weight of your hips release towards the earth. Lift your low belly gently and feel the broad landscape of your chest. The shoulders wrap back. Now, it's okay for the head to turn, but it's also so easy for the cervical spine to move that I want to make sure that the head is not moving faster than actually the chest is. Let the chest move first, and then the head can gently follow that trajectory. Breathe fully. Come back to center. You're welcome to take a counter twist. I'm not going to. I'm just going to instead take a moment to reset. Legs in front. Full breath in and out. Now right shin underneath, left shin on top. Ankles strong. Listen for your breath. There should not be knee pain. If you need to modify, solely your right foot on the floor, left ankle over your right knee. Fingertips can be behind you. This is wonderful. If you'd like to fold forward, feel free to. And of course, if this knee is lifted a lot, I'm sure you know this, but you could put a block under your knee as well, okay? There is no need for joint pain here. Listen for breath. Again, fold forward if you like. Purposefully soften the space of your forehead, the space between your eyebrows. Inhale and rise up. Bring the right heel towards your left buttock, left foot on the floor. Right fingertips behind you. Lift up. Here we go. Hook your arm and begin your rotation. Remember, relax. There's a gentle effort that meets surrender here. It's not really the American way, is it? And this virus is definitely giving us the opportunity to see that there is a place of effort and there is a place that we must surrender. I'm home for many days, surrendering. All right, return to center. Sit comfortably. Allow your bones to settle. We're going to take a little breath practice, and then we're going to close. I'm going to give you Shavasana, but it'll be so quick. Okay, so if you're like, girl, I just want Shavasana, go ahead and lay down. This is going to be a quick one. All right, here we go. If you'd like to join me with the breath practice, sit well. And in fact, we will end in meditation. So if you want to take Shavasana, you'll just go to that on your own. Lay yourself out. That's a wonderful choice. Okay, sit well. Empty yourself of breath. Press all the breath out of your body. And then pause and exhale more. Get all that stagnant breath out. Now, inhale 4 counts. 1, lift your chest. 2, 3, 4, hold your breath in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. 4, 3, 2, 1. And now just be still. Retain the breath for the empty. And now inhale again. 1, 2. So this is box breath. 4. Now hold the breath in. It's known to deeply settle the nervous system. Exhale. 4. Slow. 3, 2, facial muscles smooth. Hold the breath out. 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to be quiet. Inhale, no counting. Retain the breath. Release your breath. And now empty and hold. Please return to an easeful breath. Simply be with the quiet. Feel the air on the skin of your body. See the light behind your eyelids. Take a fuller breath in and out. And if you'd like to join me, bring your hands together at your heart. Bow your head towards your heart. May our practices uplift us that we might uplift all of humanity. From the place that the light lives within me, I bow to the place that the light lives within you. Namaste.